Thanks for tuning in, everybody. My name is Brock Page, and you might be surprised as to who I'm picking in the NBA today. If you just can't wait and you want to save yourself some time, check out my picks for this video in the description section below. Once again, I have to remind you that I am not a sports betting expert, nor do I implore you to take any of my picks. A wise man once said, good ain't free, and free ain't good. If for some reason you decide to use the information on this program, you're utilizing it at your own discretion. And with that said, let's get into some picks for the 12th. First game, Chicago +8 at Boston. Totals at 213.5. Boston's a team who's covered just 12 of 30 at home and just 11 of 27 as the home favorite. They also failed to cover in 2 of their previous 3 against Chicago. Both teams have gone under the line in their last 4 contests each. All that said, I'm taking Chicago +8 against the spread. When it comes to the total points, I'm taking the under 213.5. And when it comes to the money line cash, I'm taking Boston, winning this one outright in a close one. I'm also adjusting the line and taking Chicago +18 in my 10-point Sweetheart Super Teaser. Next game, Miami +4 at Indiana. Totals at 207.5. Indiana's a unit covering just 42% against teams around 500. They also failed to cover the spread in their 2 and only matchups with the Heat. Speaking of the Heat, they're covering a staggering 83% in the second game of a back-to-back. They're facing a Pacer team whose games have gone under the line in 3 of their last 4. All that said, I'm taking Miami +4 against the spread. When it comes to the total points, I'm taking the under 207.5. And when it comes to the money line cash, I'm taking the Indiana Pacers, winning this one outright in a real tight one. I'm also adjusting the line and taking Miami +14 in the second game of my 10-point teaser. Next game, Cleveland +4 at Houston. Totals at 231. Cleveland's a team covering a pitiful 22% of their games as the underdog or pick'em. They've also covered just 12 of 30 on the road this year. Even worse, they're covering a pathetic 12% as the official road underdog. Along with failing to cover in their first matchup with Houston, Cleveland's covered just 3 of 12 in the second game of the back-to-back. Both teams' games have respectively gone under the line in 2 of their last 3. All that said, I got to take the favorites, and I'm picking the Houston Rockets -4, getting the job done against the spread. When it comes to the total points, I'm taking the under 231. And when it comes to the money line cash, I'm taking Houston, winning this one outright at home. Next game, Portland -2 at Phoenix. Totals at 232. Although favored, this Portland squad has covered just 12 of 33 on the road and just 43% at the current point spread. Along with failing to cover in their previous 2 matchups with Phoenix, this Portland team covers just 36% in the second game of a back-to-back. They've also covered just 9 of 24 games against teams under 500. On the other side, the Suns are a respectable 15-8 against the spread as the official home underdog. 3 out of their last 4 games have also gone over the line. Portland's previous 4 games have all gone over the line themselves. All that said, I'm riding with the underdogs and taking Phoenix +2 against the spread. When it comes to the total points, I'm taking the over 232. And when it comes to the money line cash, I'm taking the Phoenix Suns in an upset. I'm also adjusting the line and taking Phoenix +12 in my 10-point super teaser. Next and final game for the show, Philadelphia +4 at the LA Lakers. Totals at an even 220. When it comes to the spread, Philadelphia is a team that covers a respectable 64% of their games at the current point spread. They're also an impressive 19-9 against the spread versus teams under 500. They also cover a solid 69% facing teams giving up more than 102 a game. They're facing a Lakers team covering just 33% of their games when favored. That said, Lakers games have gone over the total posted points in their last 2 straight. On the other side, Sixers games have gone over the line in 2 of their last 3. All that said, I'm taking the away team and picking the Philadelphia 76ers +4, getting the job done against the spread. When it comes to the total points, I'm taking the over 220. And when it comes to the money line cash, I'm taking the LA Lakers, squeaking this one out in a close one. I'm also adjusting the line and taking Philadelphia +14 in the 4th and final pick of my teaser. Just a reminder, my 10-point Sweetheart Super Teasers pay 5 to 6 and get graded as a loss should any game result in a push. You can find this exotic wager in several online sports books and in the state of Delaware. Well, folks, that is going to do it for me. Once again, I have to remind you that I am not a sports betting expert, nor do I implore you to take any of my picks. A wise man once said, good ain't free, and free ain't good. If for some reason you decide to use the information on this program, you're utilizing it at your own discretion. Most importantly, if you're betting any of these games, do it safe, do it responsibly, and most important, have fun. For Brock Page Predictions and Sports Picks, I'm Brock Page, and have yourself a positive day.